Analysis Excellence is a specialized consultancy dedicated to helping organizations understand what analysis they produce and how that analysis performs. Its premise is that analytical quality should not remain an abstract aspiration, nor be reduced to vague impressions about whether a text sounds convincing, polished, or authoritative. Instead, analytical work can be assessed more systematically, developed more deliberately, and managed more strategically at the institutional level. The consultancy therefore brings together conceptual framework, methodological design, software implementation, and organizational development in one integrated approach. The first major offering is Analytical Performance Review. This is a structured review of an organization's analytical output across texts, teams, and formats. It does not treat topic, style, or policy relevance as substitutes for analysis. Instead, it assesses texts as structured analytical objects. The purpose is to identify patterns rather than merely comment on individual texts. The result is a cumulative performance dataset alongside an interpretive report that helps organizations see where their analytical strengths lie, where their weaknesses recur, and what broader profile emerges across their output over time. The second offering is Tailored Analytical Development. This is not generic training. It is a bespoke workshop built around the findings of the Analytical Performance Review and therefore grounded in the organization's own output. Its purpose is to translate assessment into institutional learning. Instead of offering abstract advice, it focuses on concrete patterns revealed by the review, recurring strengths that can be consolidated, weaknesses that require correction, threshold problems in analytical practice, and specific habits of reasoning or evaluative framing that shape the organization's work. In this sense, the workshop functions as the bridge between diagnosis and practical development. Alongside this sits core analytical development. This workshop is broader and more foundational. It introduces the principles, structure, and standards of analytical work itself. Its aim is to build a shared institutional understanding of what makes analysis genuinely analytical. That includes how conclusions are disciplined by reasoning, how diagnosis relates to normative commitment, how explanatory closure should be understood, and how different forms of analysis differ in structure and purpose. Rather than concentrating only on one organization's performance profile, this workshop provides a deeper conceptual basis for stronger analytical practice across teams. The operational center of this system is the Analysis Typology Coder, or ATC. This is not a generic AI writing assistant, summarization tool, or topic classifier. It is a protocol-bound software environment for the structured assessment of full analytical text under fixed methodological rules. It decomposes text through a conclusion-anchored architecture centered on T1, T2, and T3, applies threshold tests to reasoning autonomy and axiology autonomy, classifies text into argumentative categories and substantive analytical types, and stores outputs in a cumulative dataset. The software also includes audit logs, anchors, confidence review, drift checks, recalibration functions, and report export. In other words, it converts interpretive judgment into structured and inspectable evidence that can be compared across authors, teams, formats, and time periods. The current build also includes a distinct manuscript diagnostic companion module for academic social science writing. This module remains separate from the core ATC coding architecture. Rather than producing RA and AA coding, it diagnoses whether a manuscript functions as a coherent scholarly product. This expands the system's usefulness for organizations working across both policy-oriented and academic analytical environments. The final offering is the Excellence Partnership. This is the long-term institutional layer of the model. Here, the aim is not merely to assess texts or run workshops, but to help leadership turn evaluation, capacity building, and software-supported monitoring into sustained analytical standards and institutional capability. The broader development cycle is explicit. Text-level diagnosis leads to pattern recognition informs capacity building supports system building, and system building enables strategic leadership of analytical performance. The consultancy's offerings are successive stages in making analytical excellence measurable, developable, and manageable over time.